Hello. Thanks for clicking on Just Beast Fitness. I'm your trainer, Jasper Bravo. Today, we are training our shoulders and arms, and you're starting right now. So, always, if you're somebody who cares really about having that aesthetic body, it is very important always to consider how your shoulders look and also how big your arms are. And I'm saying that for a reason, and this is the reason. Anytime you want to look like you have that X or V type shape, your shoulder helps a lot, especially when you have that broad and huge 3D shoulders. The same as arms. As always, you can never have anything as having too much of a big arms. Arms always is a cheat, is always number one cheat to looking like you're muscular. In fact, if you want to look more muscular than you really are, I see people usually go for a big chest most of the time. But anyway, it will help you look better. But looking bigger, if you really want to give people that illusion of looking bigger, your arms will always serve you much more than how much your chest could. Of course, you need to train them all, because it's a very funny statement coming from somebody who has a very huge chest. But anyway, that's what I advise. We're starting our workout, by the way, with overhead press. This is dumbbell overhead press, and right now, by the way, we're still having some sort of an injury on our shoulders, but we're just allowing it to heal. That's why we are approaching it systematically, not going too heavy too, just to make sure that the muscle doesn't so that the joint doesn't get hurt in the process. So that's what's up. So we try our best to make sure we don't hurt them any further, and that means we will not add extra weight today, and we are aiming for that high reps. So this is just the first set of the workout, and I like this workout so much because it's one of those workouts you'll do and you notice you gain so much strength, especially on your upper body. So you just not only look strong, but also feel and be strong. So if you want to have that big shoulders, this is one of your best workout you can consider. Then you go to the next workout, which is going to be side lateral raises. Side lateral raises is a very good workout, especially if you concentrate on one shoulder at a time, as I'm doing right now. This is very, very important, especially for those people who don't have that shoulders that are wide enough, because I see many people train their shoulders without training the side delts, and that one makes you wonder, why is it that my shoulders don't look as wide as somebody else? Because simply just the fact that you're doing overhead presses doesn't mean that is enough for you to have the fully packed 3D shoulders. So if you really want to fix that, always try to work on your shoulders, and this is one of the ways. If you care for varieties, this is one of the ways you can use to make your shoulders grow, especially if you are done with the common regular lateral raises. Are we together? Now we're going to the next workout. By the way, we are supersetting these workouts in case you're wondering. Now these are face pulls, and these face pulls are some of the best. By this, it's my top 3 workouts for my rear delts, if you ask me. They just hit my rear delts right, especially if you do them the way I'm doing them. Many guys just pull the weight onto their face, then drop it back. But I want you to notice something through my movement, is that I pull the weight to my face, then I wait for a microsecond, like a half a second, before I release the weight back, and I release it super slowly. You don't just jack it on and off. That one doesn't make you really feel that rear delts. Then you go direct to front lateral raises. These are very epic workouts, especially for front delts. Many people don't do the workouts because there's this myth that goes around. Many people say this, especially influencers, that since you get your front delts hit severally during your chest workouts, which is true in a way, partly though, then you don't need them to hit. The part to be hit directly. The first part of the statement is true, that you hit your front delts anytime you train your chest. But again, the second chance the second part is not true for everyone. The part that says that for that reason you don't need to train them directly because they would be overgrown. Majority of people that I meet, I don't see them having overgrown front delts. Instead, I just see them having a generally underdeveloped delts. So if you fall under that category, it means you still need to train your delts, both front, back, and rear. I mean front, rear, and lateral one in equal measures until you start feeling like one part is lagging behind. Then you hit it more, and when you feel like one part is kind of overpowering the rest, then you cut down on it a bit. So you could maybe reduce the number of sets you're doing on it or the number of days you're training it. So you could be maybe training the other parts twice. Let's say if the rear delts are well grown in the front, but you have an issue with your side or lateral delts, you could be training the lateral head twice per week or thrice, 2 to 3 times. Then you could train the front and the rear one 1 to 2 times, just to give it that extra touch to make it catch up with the rest of the parts. That's how you work with the body to help you have that artistic body, because you know when you are an artist and you're sculpting a piece of art, normally there's some parts that you'll need to cut down on, and there's some other parts that you will need to add some material, assuming you are molding something. So the same with your body. Always, occasionally you need to check yourself on the mirror and you notice which parts need more training and which parts you need to cut down on a bit, just to help you have a more balanced as possible body, and also a body that has as much symmetry as you could possibly achieve. Now this is another workout, by the way, for the rear delts. It's usually a very good one, especially when you want to get that stretch of the muscle under tension. And that one is when you do those face pulls, but now it's alternating one arm at a time, and you stand facing the side of the machine rather than facing directly. Now we're going to the next set of the front lateral raises, and this weight, by the way, looks light, but I can assure you that it's not, especially on the lowering part. If you're doing your lateral raises right, you'll always notice that the lowering part tends to be more difficult than the part where you're raising the weight up high. Now we are headed direct to biceps. By the way, we're just done with shoulders, just like that. Now we head direct to biceps, and yeah, we're doing these alternating dumbbell curls. I want you to get one thing here. I think you noticed that we just did about 8 sets of, like, total number of sets that we did for the whole shoulders, and I know some of you will say that this is few considering we have so very many heads of the shoulders, which is true. But now that is the price you have to pay when you are a high frequency trainer. Personally, I'm usually a high frequency trainer, which means I train my body parts really frequently, and per session I don't really have to go for so many sets. And that one is the program I've been using of late, and it's working for me, because you know, if you go for so many sets and you want to train after 2 or 3 days, when you come to train the muscle again, it won't be fully recovered. So that's why I always choose to cut onto the number of sets. So I usually have about a maximum of 10 sets, so it's about sometimes even 5 to 10 sets per muscle group. Now we've done the bicep curl. Now we are going direct to a bit heavier weight, which are 30 kilograms, and now we're doing these are 20 kilograms. Yes, we're doing the hammer curls. No, wait, these are 20 or 30, I don't know. Yes, what we are really doing is we do the dumbbell curls for the short head, then immediately go to a heavier weight where we do the hammer curls. Normally I go for heavier weights for the hammer curls because I'm just able to handle heavier weights on the hammer curls more than on the normal curls. So I don't know about you, if yours is vice versa, always you can do the same. You make your hammer curls lighter and then you do your normal curls heavier. Then we head direct to some tricep extension, and this one is very good, a very good workout, especially for the short heads of the triceps. If you care for big and horse shaped tricep, then this one is the workout for you. This workout, if you add it into, assuming you haven't added it into your routine, because generally this is a staple by the almost everybody who gets into the gym. This is the first workout they're taught on one of the first workouts they're taught on their tricep day. So if you haven't learned this, or you don't really do this workout, I can always advise you to try it, especially if you haven't tried it before, or if you neglected it. You can try it again with a more controlled weight, then you see if you're really going to get some benefit from it, because I can really promise you that it works big time. Now going to the next set, but then we added some weights. Now these are 20 kgs for the curls, for the normal curls, the alternating curls, and you can see that they're very challenging right now, and that is just what we love. We enjoy that challenge a lot. And yes, that one, yeah, that one. But by the way, on this workout we try to aim for high reps, so we're going for very heavy weights and high reps at the same time. I know that one sounds like it's a contradictory, but it's not. We do heavy weights and we still aim for high reps. That's why you see us controlling those reps like that. Then you go direct now to this set we're going to do with the 30 kgs on the hammer curls. It's not going to be easy. In fact, this is the first time I'm trying this, so yeah, I hope it's going to be good, because I just feel this is just that week that I feel like my energy level has just been going up high and high. So I'm in that mood, that beast mode. And yes, you see the weight is really moving so well. We are not using any type of momentum, and that's what I want. I just want, even if the weights are super heavy, I still want to use the muscles to do them. So you can notice that we weren't able to do so many reps, but at least that was some shock to the muscle, and that's what I like so much. Now we're going to the next workout, the next set for the tricep extension, and we've added a little bit of weight, by the way. I used to do this workout, by the way, in a high rep with the very light weights, and I used to get some pump. But there was this day that somebody came to the gym, and I saw somebody with just quite sizable shape and head of triceps, and I saw the guy like use the 7 plates, and I was like, wow. Personally, I usually go for 3 or 4. So, and that gave me some challenge. Then I told myself, no, I need to try going heavier. And when I started going heavier, I can tell you that there's a type of pump that I get out of that workout. That's one of the few workouts that I can say that going heavier has helped me to really get a really serious pump. But still, going light is always very epic, because it helps you also get some crazy burn, which we're always looking for. Now we're heading direct to one of my favorite bicep workouts, which is inclined dumbbell curls. If you don't do this workout, I don't know what you're waiting for. You should try it. But today we are doing them on hammer curls, if you can notice that, just to hit that long head and to get that side of the biceps. Also to get it helps the biceps to look wider and fuller when you do those hammer curls. So today we wanted to do it. By the way, I rarely do this workout, but I was like, why not try something different today? Most of the time I usually just go for the normal inclined dumbbell curls, but I was like, today is just that day that I just want to hit it differently, and why not? I tried it, and I can tell you that this is a very beautiful workout. Right now I'm watching myself do this, and I can remember the pump, and in my mind I'm feeling pumped. I don't know if you're doing the same. I don't know if you're feeling the pump just by watching this video. Now we're going to the next workout, which is going to be overhead barbell tricep extension. This is just, if you ask me to do one workout just for the triceps to have that long head, I will do this one. I will do this type of workout. It usually hits that tricep in a way that I've never felt before. And another thing, it also helps with the injury on your elbows. So if you suffer with the injury on the elbows while doing your skull crushers, because many people usually don't maintain that form well, you could always try this. It's going to hit the tricep really hard, it's not an easy workout, but apart from that, your elbows are also in a position of safety compared to skull crusher, especially if you don't do them right. So you can get away with cheating a little bit of this workout and still have your elbows safe, though I'm not advising for you to cheat, but I'm just tell a brother to help a brother. I'm just helping you to have that. If you want to be safer, of course, safety always comes first. You could always think to incorporate that workout into this exercise into your workout. Now the next set of these inclined dumbbell curls, and if you notice, we start with the normal inclined dumbbell curls. Then when you get to that moment where we are feeling like we are close enough to failure, then we turn it around. That's around 12 reps or so there. Then you change it now to hammer curls. Yes, on this set, I don't know why yes, like that. But now we've decided to do for the alternating. The first one we did both of them at the same time, but now I think because we are getting closer to failure and the fatigue is also starting to peep in, now we just have to try and of course go for the alternating or the easier way that can help us still hit that muscle and get everything out and get out of this workout empty. As was it Les Brown? No, Miles Monroe always said that you need to leave this world empty, give it your all. We're going to the next set. This is the second set for the second workout for tricep overhead extension. We've decided to add a little bit of weights because the previous set felt a little bit easier, but then now this one is going to make it the third set for the triceps, and already the tricep is feeling cooked. Already we've done the third set for the bicep curls, and already the biceps also, I can tell you, that are so pumped right now. And that's why we love the game. That's why we do this, because we love the pump. It's for the love of the pump, for the love of the fatigue, and that feeling you live there and you see your how vascularity, the increment in vascularity, and you just can't help but feel good about yourself. Now going to the fifth set of the bicep, and now this one is preacher curls, just using the same weight we were using on our skull crusher, just to save time and efficiency, because sometimes it's always good to try to mix workouts that are related closer to the machines that are closer to one another, so that you don't have to move so much or change so much of the structures that you have to put around for your workout to take place. So that's why I've decided to go direct for the preacher. And apart from that, of course, preacher curls is one of the best bicep workout I can recommend. It is a very old school workout and yet very good one. Super good workout, especially for the biceps. So if you want to have a strong and a great peak of the biceps, always don't forget it. Preacher curls is the daddy. Now we go direct to close grip. Yes, this is my close grip for the triceps, but I'm doing it using dumbbells. This is just for the safety of my ankle, guys. Now wrist, I actually have a problem with my wrist. There's this injury that I've been battling for quite some time right now, and when I just do the normal close grip bench press, I usually get some pain. So I choose to go for the dumbbells because it helps me to position my wrist in a way that I don't feel pain. Now I got the next workout for the biceps, the second set. Now this is going to be like, is it the sixth set for the biceps? Yes, sixth set for the biceps. And already the biceps, yeah, of course, you guys can see the biceps are so much pumped right now. And I'm enjoying this, by the way, especially the fact that we're doing this naturally, man. I love the game. I just enjoy doing this, knowing that this one benefits our health. and we look good after this. You understand? I can't, man, this is a good life. I don't know about yours, but personally, I consider working out making my life such an improved quality of life. I don't know about you guys, but I just enjoy my life a lot, especially if I can get the time and chance to work out and just get these pumps. I can never ask for anything more. I'm so grateful, by the way. Now, by the way, I usually do those things. What are they called? Online fitness training. So you want me to be your coach? Yeah, usually have a link below. You can always contact me so that I can give you free coaching. By the way, I give guys like 7 days of free coaching. Then if you like what I teach you and how I coach you, then you can always choose to pay afterwards, but you don't have to. You're not obliged to. You can always come for the 7 free workouts, by the way, and free meal preps and all that. And also, of course, if you like the things that I usually teach you guys and you like my videos, of course, you can also like this video. Just clicking on that like button, it helps me a lot. It makes this video grow, and it can help my channel grow, by the way, because yeah, I'm not even getting paid by YouTube, by the way. I just do this thing because I love it so much, and I just believe that this is one of my life purpose, to make the world a better place by helping as many ladies and men, gentlemen, as fit as possible, to help them stronger, fitter, and have a healthier life. And if I can do that through YouTube, and God has given me the energy, the ability to do that, I will always do that over and over again, even if it doesn't pay anything. But of course, if you want to motivate me, you can always subscribe and like, by the way. It helps me, it gives me, of course, I'll be motivated always, even if you don't subscribe. But if you think it's a good thing to do, you can always consider doing that. Otherwise, you can always come back and watch the rest of the videos if you find these ones helpful, by the way. You don't need to subscribe if you don't want to. You don't need to like. You don't need to comment. You don't need to say anything. As long as you enjoy watching, that's good enough. If you want to come back and watch some more, that is still good enough. What matters is we are doing this together, guys, and we are growing together. By the way, this is an online community, and this channel of mine is just me showing you my workouts and advising you on what I know as a natural bodybuilder and a personal trainer. And yes, and of course, I can always share with you guys my journey, and I enjoy doing that, because personally, for me to get to the place where I am right now, I was inspired by someone or some people for free, and I told myself, why not do the same? I also want to inspire as many people as I can for free, because that, of course, will make this world a better place. So if that's what we all want, why not do it? Understand? Yeah. So these are just, I think I'm going to upload another video after 2 days, because I always upload after every 2 days when I'm able to. So you can check out for the next video. Yes, tomorrow. And there's that bell down there. I don't know, it's for, I think, to notify you anytime I upload a video. But sometimes they still notify you even if you don't, by the way. Even if you don't click on it. I don't know how it works. But sometimes if you just subscribe, they still notify you. But I think for you to be assured of notification, you do that. You use that one, that bell. So yeah, all those things I'm telling you, by the way, they are free. There's nothing that you have to pay, including the coaching. So let me see you in the next one.